Good early evening, everyone. On to order, this is the regular meeting of the board of the ALCOSAN, July 25th, 2024. Early evening, everyone. On to order.
One more time.
Not technology's great, just awesome. All right, here we go. All right, so we're going to move on. So first, I want to tell you all that there was an executive session held. There were no votes held during that session. No votes were taken. Can we please have a roll call?
Emily Kincaid. Darren Kelly.
Here.
Teresa Cal Smith.
Here.
Paul Klein.
Here.
Sylvia Wilson.
Here.
Harry Reedshaw.
Here.
Dr. Shanna Tharp Gilliam.
Present. All right, can we all rise for the pledge of allegiance? I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
So we do not have any public comments today, so we will go ahead and launch into the information items for this evening. First, we have a report on the 2024 operating costs and revenues compared to the budget as per Exhibit A. Ms. Antoni.
Thank you, Madam Chair. This report is as of June 30th, 2024. We were halfway through the year. At that point in time, we had expended 46.3% of our budgeted expenditures and collected 52.4% of our budgeted revenue. We continue to operate in a sound fiscal manner. If there's any questions, I'd be happy to take.
Could you run the city?
Hearing none. We're gonna move on to item C, 2024 capital budget status report, represented in Exhibit B. Ms. Kennedy.
Thank you. So you can see from the report through July 22nd, we're at just over $93.5 million spent. So well into the implementation of the Clean Water Plan, specifically the plan expansion, which is at $56 million for the year. And I will point out East Headworks, which is the biggest spend. We've got portions of that facility coming online in the next couple of months. So it's moving along nicely, but if you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer.
Next, we have the Ohio River Tunnel Contractor Outreach Event, which is going to be August 27th.
Madam Chair, it should say Kim Kennedy next to it, but since I'm next to Kim Kennedy.
I'd be happy to.
Thank you.
So this is an event, this is our second event to kind of encourage some participation and knowing what components of the Ohio River Tunnel project will be available to small businesses. So last year we had it also in August up at Green Tree. This year we are having it at the Circuit Center. And we have obviously progressed the design quite a bit further. So we'll be able to showcase a little bit more details about the project, but also really, really encourage small business participation so that when this giant contract goes onto the streets, people are prepared. In addition to the event, which is in the morning, in the afternoon, I believe, right, Mike, there's core storage site visits for tunneling contractors that would be interested in looking at the core storage that we're storing up the street from the plant here. So that is the Ohio River Tunnel Contractor Outreach Event, August 27th. We're looking forward to it.
Just for clarification, when you say Circuit Center, is it what I refer to as the IBW number
That is
5?
correct, yes.
Thank you. Just make it sure.
Good clarification.
All right, and next we have the ALCOSAN Open House, which is Saturday on my mother's birthday, September 14th. Ms. George.
Perfect. Good segue there. Hi. Hello, everyone.
I'm Lisa George. For those of you that don't know me, I'm in the Communications Department, Communications Division, and help with coordinating open house. Each year, a lot of you veterans are very familiar with the Lisa George open house email and volunteering, reaching out emails. So thank you for having me here today to talk. I was going to say this is a good segue. It's Steelers training camp, Ohio River Tunnel meetings, open house. Like I think in these next few months. So it is time, believe it or not. July is almost over. So here we go. Open house 2024. It is the date for it. There we go. Save the date. The birthday girl here, her mom, Saturday, September 14th, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. rain or shine. We have a lot of these cards. We have them out in the lobby. Please share. We have them. We can get you more, but please spread the word. Open house is coming. OHD. Okay, it has been held for 20 plus years. It takes place here at the plant. Believe it or not, with all this going on, it's still on a way to have an amazing event. Our numbers since COVID and since the plant expansion, we're usually over about 2,000 attendees, but the past few years we're growing again. It is up to about 1,300 we had last year with the space we have. Okay, this is fun for all ages, right? For those of you that have been here, right? Fun for all ages. It's definitely a family affair and a full, everybody in-house here at ALCOSAN is involved. All divisions are involved in planning. The exhibits that we have, we rely even more heavily on our internal exhibits right now due to space constraints. And they've been great, getting more and more creative every year with what they do, the stuff they give away. It's been awesome. The union is involved. And then also we have external vendors. So we were able to add a few more this year. We've gained a little bit of space. Thanks. We beg for space every year and meet. And so we've gained a little more space this year, so we were able to add a few more new external vendors, which is great. These are just some photos showing the fun for all ages. Some more photos of some of our exhibits, some popular ones. We actually, new this past year, for those of you that were here, we had our Frankie Science on the Go van reveal at open house this year. It was a big hit, and it's been heading out on the road. It's via Scholastic Outreach. We have some stuff out in the hallway if you're interested in seeing more about that and what Scholastic does. We also, just a few more photos of exhibits. It's hard to squeeze it all in. There's so much going on, but just a few more things showing how much fun. And most importantly, we feed, not most importantly, but this is always popular too. We feed everyone. So we have boxed lunches, we have popcorn, we have cotton candy. And last year we ate inside the Great Hall the last few years, but this year we'll be heading back out to the old, out in front of the admin building right here. So with a bird's eye view of the new buildings out here. So it's awesome. Plant tours. Doug, I featured you a few times in this one. That's right. It's okay. Anyway, we have plant tours once again, so popular. In fact, registration is going to go live online, alcosan.org next week. So you can pre-register for open house as well as the tours. We allow about half of the spaces to be filled online for those eager people that want to attend. And then we also have in-house, you can always get on a tour. They're great about fitting everyone in that wants to see a tour. And it's very, very popular. So we'll have plant tours, and new this year, we will do this environmental compliance facility, the preview of that. So the first floor, the lab, we'll be doing walkthroughs of it. It will not be functioning yet, the lab, but they're very excited to be being able to showcase that this year at open house. So that will also be available the first floor. And as I talk about out in the lobby, Taylor and myself, this is Taylor Walker. Some of you have met, she's our admin for the communications division, and she will also be doing the consultant volunteers, arranging, coordinating all of that. So some of you outside, Wolfman's out there. We're trying to do it, streamline it a little bit as far as having one point of contact where it makes sense and where it can happen, so that we don't have, we're reaching out. So each consulting firm, if we can have one name as the point of contact. I know it's our first year, so we'll be a little learning experience this year, but just so that we're not all, having coordinating, different people are getting different emails about it and stuff. So we're going to try as much as we can. This will be out, it will be out in the lobby afterwards for those of you. Thank you to those of you who did sign. But that'll be, so if you're interested in being a consultant volunteer, and we really, really need you, you know, the event's growing again. We're getting higher numbers again, so we need all your help, and it's very, very appreciated. You guys always do a great job, and we get a lot of compliments on you always being flexible to go wherever we need you and stuff. So thank you for that, guys. And that is it. So open house, spread the word. Thank you, everybody.
Are the fish going to be back this year? They
Almost
will
gone.
not.
Nope.
And will you explain what the significance is for having snakes?
To scare people. That's a very good question. Just showing that it's amphibians and reptiles that can live near the water because of our wonderfully clean rivers.
Clean water, okay.
The Allegheny County said.
And if it wasn't clean, they wouldn't survive. I get you. Okay.
And that, like you said, the tank, we're trying, they're in a they're going through some change. And so the last few years, they haven't been doing outreach. So Arletta has said, Lisa, find something else that can show the wonderful fish that can live in our rivers. And I'm trying. I have a few little feelers out there to get something related to.
Well, thank you so much, because it's really an eye-opener exhibit.
It really is. It just shows you what we're able to. Yes, thank you. Great question. Thank you, Sylvia. Anyone else? We're good. Thank you, everyone. We'll be talking soon. Thanks.
Thanks, Sylvia, for that important, poignant subject. All right, so next we have the report of action by the executive director and approval of construction change orders less than $30,000. Exhibit C, Madam.
Madam Chair, we have a change order on the north end facilities. This is the electrical component, combination of wiring, conduit, and I believe they new panel, couple of new panels. Minor work.
Okay, are there any questions? Okay, all right, well, that concludes the information items. Now we're going to move on to action items. So first we have a motion to approve the minutes from the regular board meeting in June.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. Next, we have a motion to consider authorizing payment of invoices in excess of $20,100 processed during the period of June 18, 2024 to July 15, 2024, and review the summary report of expenses in excess of $10,900 processed during the same period. Exhibit D.
If you have questions about specific invoices, we will respond.
No questions, but I will move for approval.
I will second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. Next, we have a motion to approve the following contracts. This is contract number 1806, furnish and deliver sulfuric acid to Univar Solutions USA Incorporated, the price of 32 cents per pound. Bids are received as indicated in Exhibit E. Ms. Williams, is there any additional information?
Madam Chair, I would point out that you can see we are benefiting from a price reduction. The world is continuing to come back with somewhat normal, I would say. If you notice what was awarded and what you awarded in 22. Good reduction here, and we have experience with Univar.
Are there any additional questions?
Motion approved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And passes. Next, we have motion to award the contract number 1807, furnish and deliver sodium bisulfate to be PBS Chemical Solutions Incorporated at the price of 0.1715 per pound. Cents per pound. Bids received are indicated in Exhibit F. Ms. Williams.
Madam Chair, I would echo the commentary for the previous contract. Again, to the bottom left corner of the page, you can see the reduction in price. And we do have experience with PBS.
Any questions on that one? Motion,
Motion to approve.
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. Next, we have a motion to authorize the preparation for specifications and advertising for bids for the following contracts. These are represented in Exhibit G. First contract is number 1808, CIPP rehabilitation of Upper Sawmill Run and Lower Ohio Interceptor. Ms. Williams.
Madam Chair, single contract here. The description outlines it. 13,000 feet with an anticipated 60 manholes that will be rehabbed as well. The ongoing contract that we continue to bring back to maintain the interceptor system.
Questions? Can I get a motion?
So moved.
Motion to authorize.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. Next, we have a motion to approve the following change orders that exceed $30,000 in value or whose cumulative total value with previously approved change orders is greater than 5% of the original contract amount. That is Exhibit H. Ms. Williams.
And there, another electrical contract. This is for the East Head Works, which, as Director Kennedy pointed out, won't be too long until we're putting at least portions in operations by the end of this year. Again, conduit, relocating, no, I'm sorry, additional exit signs. That that bridge crane causing all kinds of issues.
Okay. Any questions on that one?
So
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. That brings us to the motion to award the miscellaneous HVAC improvement project to HF Lens Engineering and authorize the executive director to negotiate the fee. This is Williams.
well, it's a tricky HVAC. That's
HF, yes.
You managed to, what, so we have obviously quite a bit of HVAC equipment around the plant. As this indicates, this is for miscellaneous work. Not just because it's summer. Some of this equipment has been around for some time. It's time to make some improvements. This along with IGHI and J. Yes, J, we're taken to the Professional Services Committee. We move forward with a unanimous recommendation.
Can I get a motion on that?
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. Now move on to G, motion to approve modification of service authorization 353 to G Stephens for additional work associated with the construction management services of the environmental compliance facility for an amount not to exceed $16,000. Well, that's not right. $160,000. Mrs. Williams.
Chair, G Stevens provided CM services for the new garage and the environmental compliance facility. As Director Kennedy has pointed out, they have worked aggressively and faithfully to bring this to completion. As Lisa showed you in the open house slide, we're close. We will be in there before we know it. This will help wrap up for their service.
Right? Thank you. Are there any questions?
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. Next, we have the motion to approve modification for service authorization 314 for Keystone Acquisition Services under the agreement for engineering consultant services for an additional 2 years, no cost extension of service to continue assisting with the property and right-of-way acquisition services associated with the clean water plan. This is Williams.
Madam Chair, the important piece here is the
Cost extension.
no cost extension and that they are continuing this work. Property acquisition is something that, as we pointed out, Director Kennedy has become an expert in. But we still need an external consultant who does this day in, day out. 2018 was that was original. They've been with us since 2018. There was a second consultant providing these services because it's a massive endeavor. It was time to re-advertise, recompete. The other firm did not submit this time because they left that part of the business. Keystone has been an excellent partner and really helped us navigate something that we didn't know anything about. Certainly recommend that you extend.
There's been a lot of activity in this area. It seems like they've been doing solid work.
Yes.
Are there any questions in this issue? Can I get a motion?
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. Next, we have a motion for modification of service authorization 338 for MS Consultants for a 12-month no-cost time extension to complete the construction management services associated with contract 1724 lap gap replacement at various locations. This is Williams.
Notice the theme, no cost time extension. That's a wonderful thing. Actually going to ask the Director of Regional Conveyance, Mike Litchner, please explain.
Thank you, Arletta. Madam Chair, this is related to extension of construction management services for the flap gates contract. We ran into some problems with one of the particular gates. Contractors working to facilitate replacement of that gate, so we need to extend MS Consultants service authorization to cover that completion of the replacement of the gate.
Any questions? Hearing none.
I move that we approve this.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. Next is the motion for modification of service authorization 358 for Hatch for an 18-month no-cost time extension to complete the design services associated with contract 1763 and 1764 to construct 3 access channels and associated improvements. Mr. Williams.
Chair, Mike is just getting warm.
Thank you, Arletta. Madam Chair. This service authorization, again, we anticipated completing the design, but one of the things we didn't anticipate is how long it would take to get the property required for the project. We're working with Allegheny County Economic Development at the M49 site, as well as the railroad at the M840 site, and a number of easements need to be required at the Lowry's One site down here in Emsworth. So a little bit of a delay getting the easements and the property, but we'll working through that with Keystone, actually. Keystone Casino. So
Okay.
it's going well.
All right, sounds good. Any questions? Can I get a motion?
Motion approved. Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Next, we have the motion to authorize the executive director to execute the water main relocation agreement with Westview Water Authority for construction work being performed in the Keys Rocks Bureau in furtherance of the Clean Water Plan. Mrs. Williams.
Thank you, Arletta. Madam Chair. This is related to the construction of the Ohio River Tunnel. There are a number of water lines over in the Keys Rocks bottoms that need to be relocated, roughly 600 feet of 4, 6, and 8 inch water lines. We have an agreement with Westview Water. They're gonna facilitate the relocation of these lines once this agreement takes place. So we're recommending that we get this work done as soon as practical.
That's good. Okay,
Move for approval, please.
and get a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Next is a motion to adopt resolution number 2024-07-01, authorizing the executive director to execute an amendment to the 1991 agreement with the city of Pittsburgh and the township of North Fayette, providing for the purchase of North Fayette and increased sewage service capacity from the authority at the capital fee in effect on the date of such purchase. Take it away.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
I was actually going to talk about that.
Thank you. Yes. North Fayette is desirous of purchasing an additional 500,000 gallons in capacity from ALCOSAN. These later service area agreements, they do have provisions and costs associated with additional capacity should the need arise. This will at the current rate, at the current capital fee, this will net the authority approximately $4.5 million. This is related to regionalization program and the transfer of the Oakdale pump station, which is under capacity currently and in disrepair. So this is part of the pie for the Oakdale transfer, getting those sewer lines transferred, the Oakdale pump station facility upgraded to capacity, and getting the transfer completed. I'll answer any questions.
Hearing none, I get a motion.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I didn't hear two other ayes.
Aye.
Okay, there we go. All right. Motion passes. Motion to adopt resolution number 2024-07-02, authorizing payments for any subterranean or minor service easements individually valued at $10,000 or less within areas determined as necessary to properly execute the clean water plan.
Madam Chair, this item, the next three behind it, not that I'm suggesting you take them together, but it's all part of, as we just discussed, the myriad of property issues associated with implementation of the clean water plan. We have 50 even of these subterranean easements. Again, something we never had to deal with prior to this on this scale. We were working through the process nicely as has been described. This will put us in a position to be able to move quickly on all of these. And as indicated, they are of nominal value under $10,000.
Okay. Can I get a motion for this first?
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. The next resolution is number 2024-07-03, authorizing the condemnation of all or a portion of two parcels of real estate identified as Allegheny County Tax Parcel ID number 9E185 and 9A170, now or formerly owned by Northside Industrial Development Company, or the purchase thereof in lieu of condemnation. So, sounds like you don't have anything else to say right now.
Property acquisition.
Okay. All right. Can I get a motion, please?
Second.
Second. Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. Next is the motion to adopt resolution number 2024-07-04, authorizing the payment of just compensation in furtherance of the condemnation of the temporary real estate interest in a portion of one parcel of real estate identified as Allegheny County Tax Parcel number 74R215, now or formerly owned by the estate of Anna Whittick, Andrew Whitehall Jr. deceased, Helen Best, and Margaret. Wow. Thank you for that. As tenants in common. Okay, may I get a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. And then finally, motion to adopt resolution number 2024-07-05, authorizing the condemnation of all or a portion of a piece of real estate located at Martindale Street and Merchant Street, 22nd Ward of the City of Pittsburgh, currently owned by an unknown owner of the purchase thereof in lieu of condemnation. Can I get a motion?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Sign.
Aye. I said it. I said
There we
it.
go. All right, the motion.
I'm talking quiet. I'm not yelling today. I'm talking quiet.
All right, so that completes all of the action items, and now we move on to new business. It does not appear as though we have any new business.
No new business, but again, just a reminder, we will not be together again prior to open house. We expect to see you at open house.
It was a blast last time.
Bring family.
Be there.
That was fun.
Thank you, Derek.
Yeah, I'm
Be there.
fine. All right, so we're going to adjourn this meeting, and the next meeting will be September 26th after the open house on the 14th in the year of our Lord 2024. Adjourn. There you go.
Have a good night, everybody.